What up, YouTube? This is Woody coming back with another mother-loving Moto vlog. A little chilly. I just got off work and a topic come to mind that I've been wanting to talk about, and that topic is ride reviews. So, if you don't follow my channel, you probably don't know, but I do ride reviews. Most of my ride reviews, about all of my ride reviews, happen at demo days. But I do a lot of ride reviews. I've done reviews on several different bikes in the last 2 years that I've been making YouTube videos. And hopefully I'll do a lot more. I've got different ideas and plans for my reviews. Just to name or list a few handful of bikes that I've done ride reviews on. I did a ride review on the FZ07, FZ09, XSR 900. Panigale 959, Scrambler, Ducati Scrambler, Ducati Monster 821. Ooh, it's cold. It's supposed to be like 60 something degrees. It doesn't feel 60 something degrees. 2018 Triumph Street Triple 765 RS. What else? R1, new R6. Oh, that's cold. Can't think of. I better slow down. Usually cops are hanging out up here. I can't think of. I know I'm missing some, but anyway, so I do a lot of ride reviews, and I got plans to do a lot more. But I want to talk about my style ride review and just the whole thing wrapped around doing ride reviews. People are very opinionated, and they really get aggravated or mad, or they're very critical about ride reviews. And if you miss something, or if you don't cover every aspect and highlight of the bike or whatever you're reviewing, like they go on the attack. They do. The people are very judgmental and critical about reviews. Now, I'm not an expert rider. I've been riding for 4 years. I've been riding this bike for 3. And I got my license a year before I got this. In that first year, I took my beginner's riders class, and then I'd get on my brother-in-law's bike here and there that first year, and then I got this bike, my bike. I'm not an expert rider. I've got experience riding. Surely a lot of people watching my videos probably have more experience riding than I do, without a doubt. Like, I don't claim to be the best rider or the most advanced rider. I'm just your average rider. I don't do a lot of technical riding. I can't do a wheelie. I guess I'm above average, maybe a little below average. Probably more on the below average on cornering. Like, I definitely can't get my knee down. I want to. It's something I want to work on, that I want to be good at. So I'm not the most experienced rider, but those aren't the kind of reviews that I'm doing. Or I don't go out and research every detail of the bike that I'm going to ride. My ride reviews all come from demoing. There's only 2 bikes that I did ride reviews on that wasn't on a demo ride. Those, I just got lucky enough, the dealer let me ride them on my own. So I go to a demo ride and I got an idea of what I want to ride. But if you've ever been to a demo day, you know they get kind of busy and the line gets long, and when you get there, you get in line, and sometimes they only let you sign up for 1 bike at a time. Sometimes they let you sign up for 2 right off the bat. And if you get there early, like I try to get there, be like one of the first ones there, so I can be there waiting and be the first one in line to get signed up, because my goal when I get there is to ride as many bikes as I can. Most of the time it's only 2. This is the way it is, because there's so many people there and so many people want to ride bikes. So sometimes I don't always get a ride to use them. Always get to ride the bike that I set out to ride. Sometimes I gotta settle for what's available for me to ride. Like the Ducati demo day I went there solely to ride the Panigale. That's the one thing that I wanted to ride. The other one was the Hypermotard. I didn't get to ride the Hypermotard because of how busy it was and everything. I randomly, off the cuff, okay, what do you got available? They had a Scrambler available, so I ended up riding that. Now, that bike, reviewing that bike paid off for me way better than doing the Panigale 959. Like, the views, like, it wasn't even comparable. I got way more views on that bike than I did the Panigale. So I didn't even know I was going to ride that bike that day. So all I could go off as far as information, like details of the bike, was what I could see and what I knew off the top of my head. People think that you're supposed to do your homework and do all this research and everything else to be able to do a demo ride. And if you don't do all that, and you're not one of the more capable riders getting on that bike, that you shouldn't do a demo or ride reviews at all. Okay? My point in doing ride reviews, for one, I like to ride bikes. I haven't been on a bike yet that I didn't like, and there isn't a bike out there. There ain't too many bikes out there that I want an opportunity to ride. So one is I just want to get on all the bikes that I can, and I love doing ride reviews. Gives me a chance to check out the bike, gives me a chance to do a video talking about the bike to give somebody else an idea about how the bike is. Now ride reviews are your basic ride review. If you want a ride review with technical details and numbers and all that other stuff, go to a magazine. They do ride reviews all the time, and they will tell you every number that you need to know about that bike. The thing about the ride reviews of magazines is you can't trust their opinion on stuff. When you watch those reviews, what you should take from their reviews is the facts. Everything else being done, everything else in a review being done by a magazine, you gotta take with a grain of salt, because they're being paid and wined and dined to do that review, and obviously the manufacturer wants them to say good things about the bike, so that's what they're gonna do. I mean, it's just the nature of the beast. Me, I'm not doing the review for anybody but myself, so I'm completely honest and 100% on what I say about the bike. Now, the things that I talk about the bike is the things that I know. It's like the size of it, if I know the horsepower and the torque, ergonomics, how I like the bike, how it rides for me, how it fits my body type. Those are easy, good things to pass on in a ride review that are important to a person watching the ride reviews. When I was looking for a bike to buy and I was watching ride reviews, I don't care about the numbers and is it a V-twin, is it a parallel twin, is it a V4, like that wasn't what I don't get into that aspect of the bike. I want the bike that I like, you know what I mean? Like, what bike interests me, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't get into that technical stuff like a lot of other people do. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that, but it's just not me and what I'm into. I want to ride a bike that I like, that I think looks good and that I like, and when I watch a ride review, I want to know, is it going to fit my body size? Am I going to be disappointed in the power in it? Is it going to do the things that I want it to do? Stuff like that. And that's how I do my ride reviews. Like, I would want, what I look for in ride reviews is what I put in my ride reviews. So when I do a ride review, I talk about the ergonomics. How does it hunch me over? How do my legs fit on the bike? Can I flat foot it? Can I stand up on it? Different things like that. Those are the kind of things that are important to me when I'm watching ride reviews. Those are the things that I want to know. So those are the things that I try to put into my ride reviews. Trying to do all this technical stuff and thinking that I'm going to put out more technical information about a bike than one of the magazines is going to, it's crazy. That's not the point in my reviews. I don't have no interest of knowing that, and I don't think that's not what I look for in reviews. I mean, it's good to know how the bike's going to perform and stuff, but to need to know stuff like piston throw and all that kind of stuff, it just doesn't, it's not important to me. That's all I'm trying to say. But anyways, that's what I try to put into my reviews, just to give the average rider an idea of how I put out the information like how it fits my body type, so you can get a ballpark idea of how it's going to fit your body type. So like I'm 6'2", and I'm about 200 pounds. Let's say 200 pounds, and I got a 36-inch seam. I'm long in the legs. So now you can go from that and figure out how it's going to fit you. If you're a little bit shorter, it's going to be a little harder for you to get your feet down. If it's a little bit tall, or if it's a little bit taller, no. If you're a little bit shorter, it's going to be harder for you to get your feet down. If you're a little chubbier, how far away are you going to be from the tank? Arm length, like how are you going to be positioned on the bike? You should never base the bike that you get off of a ride review. Don't let a ride review tell you what bike to get. A ride review should give you an idea of what the bike is and what the things that you want to know about it. At the end of the day, you need to go get what you want to get, but you need to go out and ride these bikes and see for yourself what you like and don't like about it. Ride reviews should just be a benchmark for you. So you have a little bit of an idea what it is and how you're going to like it, but you got to take it farther than that and go out and ride it yourself, slip neutral, to see how you really like it. I can tell you all the good things all day long about this bike and how it fits me and everything else. It doesn't mean it's going to be the right bike for you. You see what I'm saying? Like, you still have to get out there, take it for a spin if you can, and see how you like it yourself. That's basically what I'm trying to say. And don't be so critical. People shouldn't be so critical about reviews. They're just reviews. They're not, there it goes again. They're not, like, especially mine, they're just not meant for the technical details and aspects of the bike. That's not what they're meant for. But that's just what I wanted to get out in the video. I get a lot of judgment on my ride reviews, which it is what it is. I'll take it. I totally am okay for corrective criticism and stuff like that, but to tell people that you shouldn't do ride reviews because you don't know the specifics, numbers and stuff like that about a bike is silly. Like, it's kind of stupid, really. But anyways, I'm about home. I'm gonna cut the video here. If you liked the video, hit that like button. If you didn't, hit that dislike button, and I'll try better next time. This is Woody. Peace and I'm out.